what. Shoulder checking into a group of wobblies.
The camera doesn't lie. It's on YouTube.
You guys know capitalism is not the problem here, though, right?
Corporatism's the problem, right?
How do you figure capitalism is the problem? I mean, what's wrong with people making a living for themselves?
Right?
Based on the exploitation.
So we're against the state too.
So what are you going to do about it, though?
We're going to seize the means of production.
How so?
Who controls the banks?
But if you guys want to, be for an open society, how are you going to do that? How are you going to shut down the capitalists?
Because they're all going to get killed in the revolution anyway.
Oh, we're doing the revolution.
How are you going to shut them down, though? Without...
We're going to seize the means of production that we work at. If the boss doesn't come to work, we can still work. If we don't come to work, nothing gets done.
How is that fair to your boss?
How is it fair for me not to be enslaved? Yes, absolutely.
You don't have to work for him.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, I do.
I have to work.
Working is not a choice, because if I don't,
isn't it you guys are always yelling
can't get another job?
Can't we have a choice whether to work?
Can't you get another job?
Workers made this. Are you telling me that a bunch of capitalists just fucking shit these out?
So you have to work like the guy you're working for?
You can start a business. You know any small business owners?
Yeah, and they're just
capitalists.
They're just exploited.
That's capitalism.
I don't support them either.
Did you even finish what he was saying?
I don't support
you. You know what he's talking
business is capitalism.
We're against that too. We're against that too.
They're just
Do you have anything else to say, or was that all you wanted to say?
Because laws.
What you guys end up doing is smashing windows of businesses, small businesses.
I've never smashed any windows.
I've never
smashed
seen
any windows.
I've never.
Wait, who's? Do you know us?
Oh, gee, dressed like it, so I assume that she might do it.
Okay, and
okay.
Why do you care about property value?
Hey, assuming makes an ass out of you and me, right?
About the fucking poor.
You know what? We're all fucking poor because we all live on this fucking planet.
Exactly. No, hold on.
No, you guys want to instill fascism on your boss.
We are all poor,
you guys are fascists.
I think we have a common line.
No, you're fascist.
Like Rockefellers.
All right. I would say.
You know.
Hold on. We are familiar.
That's the true communist that you guys won't talk.
We would say that we are against.
You're not communist.
The Rothschilds are
If you're
communists,
anti-capitalist, then what are you? If you're anti-capitalist,
can we talk about this, right?
Are you socialist then?
Right? I think we have a common
an
line,
anarcho-communist.
right?
Isn't that an oxymoron?
Our common line
What
is...
communism is an inherently stateless ideology.
Oh, so
Anarchism, communism is an oxymoron. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Dude, have you read Kropotkin? He's the one who wrote that book.
okay, hard to
But because it doesn't exist in your political philosophy.
Okay, Venezuela. You guys like what's happened in Venezuela?
Hold on. Not socialism. The workers don't own the means
Oh,
of production.
Venezuela. People are
Hold
dying.
on.
They're starving.
Let's stop monologuing. Let's stop monologuing. Let's start talking. That's what we're here to do. We're here to start talking. You're upset about a elite level of society.
Oh, now I'm talking about the Rothschilds and Rockefellers.
All right. We don't agree that is some sort of
But who was
conspiracy
the
theory.
real communist?
But let's talk
Stalin. Chairman Mao.
Dude, we're libertarian socialists, man.
Rosa Luxemburg.
But what is
Rosa
Stalin?
Luxemburg,
Stalin
Carl
said he hated
Lenin.
capitalism. Stalin said he hated capitalism.
So that doesn't mean the Soviet Union wasn't state capitalist, which is what we said.
You just said, oh, Stalin's not a fascist, not a fascist, but you just said fascist.
I
Hold
said
on.
Stalin was a
We really need to try and have a dialogue.
Oh, okay. But he
I don't
took the
support-
guns
Let's
away.
try and-
How
let's-
many people did Stalin kill?
Listen, we're not Stalinists. We hate
Shut
Stalin
up.
too.
If you call
Okay,
yourself
can you not accept that we hate Stalin?
If you call yourself
all
Okay,
communists
then why do you
must
fucking
love
guys know
Stalin?
about Hammerco and Cisco. Why do you guys always
I
hear that
don't.
shit?
I do.
You got all you fucking
Where's the A?
Where's
Yeah,
Hammer and
the
Sickle?
A because I'm
Point
not-
to one. Point to Hammer and Sickle here.
do you not apply the
Hold on,
non-aggression
Like it,
principle?
you are
Point to
one.
one.
I'm an
Do you know what
anarchist,
the
not
IWW
It's the same thing.
Do you know what the IWW is?
Same communist?
It was an indigenous.
workers of the world is a labor union.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's explicitly
Same communist-
anti-capitalist.
Dude,
Oh,
dude,
yeah, so
listen to us, man.
Ayn Rand and
Hold on,
Pinochet are literally the same
listen to
thing.
us, man. Dude,
Sure.
the thing is, by separating us, right, on these ideologies,
Hold on.
hold on.
Will you please not interrupt him?
Yeah.
Sorry?
When we can talk on one level, which we're both upset that we feel sold out by this system, correct or incorrect?
The system. Can we talk
Do
about
you?
the bankers?
Okay, we hate the bankers too.
And
We
name
don't.
them.
We don't agree
Name 'em.
with this, like, oh, there's only like 4 bankers. We don't agree with that.
Name 'em.
But let's talk about elitism and where that comes from, and the state. Can we talk about that?
It comes from fiat currency. It comes from printing money out of
Gold is a
nothing.
fiat currency. Gold only has value because we agree it has
Dude, no,
value,
no.
just like paper money.
Okay.
Wow.
Listen, you have
Let's
to
talk
go,
about
you have
something
to
that's
hack
not a
at-
conspiracy
You have to hack at the root of the system.
We do not want to go back to the gold
Listen,
standard.
Fiat currency.
Going back to the gold standard
Fiat
and saying it's
currency
created
is
by the
not-
CIA maybe won't identify with everyone
Issuing
here.
currency out of thin air is not conspiracy theory. This is how the banks operate, and this is how you guys are controlled. It's the big banks,
You're
not
controlled by capitalism
not
too.
your
What do you
boss.
think the big
Viewers
banks
wanna
are? They're
hear other
capitalism.
people, not you.
What?
Dude.
Your own voice on the camera, it sounds really loud. So your viewers want to hear other people, not you.
Whatever, man.
Okay, so thank you. We're both upset. I think there's a lot of people upset here, right? The problem is Trump supporters and us, there's a wall that goes up. We say, well, you guys are communists, and we think communism is bad. Listen, we hate Stalin just as much as you do, right? We fucking hate that shit. He's a perverted socialist.
You called yourself a libertarian, but you seem like
Libertarian socialist.
But you violate you violate the non-aggression principle.
What? We're not ANCAPs. We're not ANCAPs.
Do you have a job?
Yeah, I have a job. No, you're right. We all don't have jobs. We're a labor union, man.
I'm an
We all
ANCAP.
have jobs. We're all in the
not an
labor
anarchist.
union.
Am I if I'm an ANCAP, am I the enemy here?
You're not an anarchist.
Well, yeah, you're not an anarchist.
Because capitalism is a hierarchical system and anarchism is anti-hierarchical.
Are you saying a capitalist can't be an anarchist?
Yes.
That is that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Wait, so how can someone who subjects someone else to wage slavery not be a boss?
Anarchism is about free association and
There's nothing
and
free about it.
Capitalism.
You can't be for capitalism.
Capitalism is about free association.
No, it
you're
isn't.
talking
No, it's
about crony capitalism, my friend.
No difference. There's no difference.
Oh, really?
It's the way capitalism was built to be
The
designed.
bottom right doesn't exist because you're either choosing, do I want to be oppressed by the state or do I want to be oppressed by private interest? You're still authoritarian, regardless of whether you think you're
And
the bottom right.
listen, we agree with your critique of the state, that you hate the state. We hate the state too. But the state and capitalism are intertwined. Ever since 1648, Treaty of Westphalia, right? That's when the modern nation state became a thing. We can all agree on that, right? That's when the modern nation state became a thing, right? And it has grown alongside capitalism, right? So what we need to do, right, is we need to build a society of working class people. Most of us right here are working class people. We are all mad that we're being sold out by the system, right? We need not trust in some sort of conspiracy theory. We need trust in that we are workers, right? And the only way industry functions is if we go to work. General strike, let us seize the means of production and create a better world.
Would you agree that money is not the problem, but it's the love of money that's the issue?
Well, what does capitalism do? It's built on a love for money.
He doesn't even realize he needs to be thanking capitalism for every opportunity that he and his father and mother have had in this country. You're embarrassment to your father and mother right now. Blame on capitalism.
Dude, come talk to us. Put down
Come
the
talk to us,
bullhorn.
come talk to us.
We don't want to talk. Put down the bullhorn and come talk.
Come talk to us, come talk to us.
Can I ask you not to curse at me, though?
Sure, come talk
I'm
to
going to
us.
get you a microphone. Give me 1 second, please.
Can you put it down? So are we
I'm going to
following?
grab a microphone for this guy to comment.
All right. So can we at least follow, like, maybe there is something there. Maybe we have a shared critique of power structures, right? And maybe, I would argue, right, so if we've ever read Gramsci, Antonio Gramsci, he talks a lot about this concept of hegemony, right? Hegemony is the idea that most of us, under capitalism, we'd say, we want to succeed, right? Under capitalism, though, only a small portion succeed. We're upset about that. But the problem is we subscribe to, a lot of us subscribe to an ideology that says, well, one day I'll be wearing the boot. One day I'll be the small business owner or the big business owner. That doesn't happen very often. We're seeing rising levels of inequality. I don't think anybody can disagree
Where do you
with
draw
that.
the line, though? How much money is too much money for somebody to make?
Listen, why don't we just share the means of production, democratic?
How are you going to distribute it?
Sure, we just distribute it through workers' councils, right?
So that's stealing from other people to give
From
it to
who?
others.
From who? You're stealing from our labor every day.
So you're
Every day we
suggesting-
labor, we make less than the
You're
labor we
suggesting to
produce.
steal from the rich and disperse it amongst everyone.
Who's not down with that?
How'd they get rich?
How'd they get
I'm
rich?
not down with that.
They got rich by stealing our labor. What built all this stuff?
Who steals?
What built all of these things? What built all these buildings? What built the ground we're
I'm
standing on?
sorry my microphone doesn't work, but you want to talk to me?
Yeah, sure. You want to have a conversation?
Yeah, let's have a conversation.
So why do you guys hate capitalism so much?
Because we view it as...
Excuse me, guys.
Right back 3 feet, guys. 3 feet.
Or any officers
Dude, don't cut through. Don't cut through. Excuse me, guys.
standing on the monument set for Civil War.
All right, guys, we obviously have